out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap, 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 yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap.
It's embarrassing.
Yap, 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 yap.
Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them.
He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man.
You already make the big money.
He's a man.
Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there.
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We ready! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, this game's not over. It's just getting started right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on ROKU TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Y'all, excuse me. Power out, been out all morning long, and just came on a little bit ago. I'm starting late, getting here late, and I just don't like being late. So I'm just in my feelings. So again, it is Talk Your Team Tuesday. We got a lot to talk about today. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's safe wherever you are. Big shout out to Erica with a K. I know she's traveling. I hope she is okay and that she makes it back to Arkansas safely. So again, hope everybody is doing well. All right, listen, it is Talk Your Team Tuesday. There's plenty to talk about on this late show. Still doing a fast break edition. Only going to do about 30 minutes. So y'all rock with me as long as you can. And then be sure and check out the playback later. All right, so the LA Lakers are one win away from eliminating the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors after holding on for a 3-point victory last night. I know. I saw a stat last night that Golden State is 18-5. 18-5 when trailing in a series, but the last time they came back from a 3-1 deficit was in 2016 when OKC had them down. Kevin Durant disappeared. OKC had them down and couldn't finish them off. So are they going to be 19-5 or are they going to be 18-6? I feel like Golden State's probably going to win Game 5 tomorrow to make it 3-2, but there ain't no way in Hades I believe LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and others, because, man, so many different people step up for the LA Lakers like we saw last night. Who would have thought? Lonnie Walker, who? The fourth? The third? Junior? Come on, man. Come on. I'm feeling y'all. Willie G, what's up, bro? Check on you, bro, man. I ain't all right. I'm going through the motions, bro. I'm going through the motions. Anyway, what's up, Noob? What's up, the intellect? How you doing, brother? I could be wrong. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I feel like the Lakers gonna take this thing in 6. Might take it in 5. But this whole Golden State coming back from a 3-1 deficit against these Lakers, I don't see that happening. I love the comment that the sideline reporter got from LeBron James last night. LeBron James says, my game is just different now. My game is still, I can still do what I used to do, but now I just do it in spots. My game is different now. And he had a bad night from 3, but he still made plays at the bucket, at the rim, and had a crucial block down the stretch. So I like what Golden State did last night. Golden State pulled out a very interesting game plan. Let's go small. Let's pull Anthony Davis out of the lane. And instead of them having 10, 11, 12 block shots, Davis had none. LeBron had 1 because Davis had to step out on the perimeter and guard his man. And then there was some pick and roll going on, and they were able to get to the cup. It didn't work. It worked better, but it didn't work. So one thing I know is, man, listen, Steve Kerr knows how to make adjustments. A lot of folks feel like he's overrated. A lot of folks feel like he walked into a dream job. I was one of those people, but let me just say this. Mark Jackson's Golden State Warriors wouldn't have been doing all of this. I believe they would have got a chip if he had stayed, but I don't know if they would have been doing all of this. 18-5 and 3-1 when they're trailing in a series. Come on. I can't just put that on Mark Jackson. I cannot not give Steve Kerr credit for what he's done with this team. Sometimes you have a coach that is the exact right fit for the team that he's coaching. And Steve Kerr and these Golden State Warriors are just that. Would other people have been able to have success with this team? Absolutely. But will they have had the longevity and that type of comeback success? I don't know. So that's why I got to give the credit to Steve Kerr. He knows how to make adjustments. And I believe he will make adjustments in Game 5. Now, I'm going to take my first break. But when I come back, everybody's talked about Anthony Davis. Not sure which Anthony Davis are you going to get. I hate that phrase. Which one are you going to get? I mean, it's the same person that plays well on some nights, not so well on other nights. I don't know who came up with that, but it's dumb now. It's played out. It's almost like, woke, you're woke. Wokeism, go woke, go broke. So sick and tired of that. Y'all sound dumb. Talk about Anthony Davis. Talk about LeBron James. Talk about Steph Curry. We talk about Draymond Green. I got somebody else I'm going to talk about when we come back right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
Yeah. A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for Monday. Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
The world record, and I lost concentration and I fall off that hurdle. I was devastated.
Posición game ball de Canadá, dominando la prueba y la estadounidense Sharifa Baxdale está en.
When I fell over that hurdle, it ended my career. And then all of a sudden, my coach grabs me by the throat. And I was going through some paperwork and seeing that he had spent 10 years in prison. And I was just like floored. It turned to domestic violence. I was terrified. So if I left, I don't know if I was going to die. My family didn't know if they was going to get a phone call to say that Sharifa was dead.
8910 radio, I just had a vehicle take a shot at me. Southbound on East 95th.
Broke the U.S. record in the 400-meter hurdles. Represented the United States of America.
Imagine being on the biggest, fastest roller coaster that you have ever been on. That's the way my life was for 20 years.
I never had no trouble out of her being what she wanted to be. Because if this is what she wanted to be a runner, well, God bless her, and he did.
My name is JM&E, and I won $500 on the lunch break for keeping up with the Jonas Bracket Challenge.
Who gonna get that next five? Who gonna get that next five? It could be you, and it's coming up with the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge coming up in September when the first week of the NFL season starts. We'll find out the schedules, dates, and times of the games, I believe Thursday. So tune in. I think I'll have to have that on our Friday show. Yeah, on our Friday, Freestyle Friday show. So tune in. We'll be talking about some of the key matchups on that. All right, we're back here on the Lunch Break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. I'll be guest hosting on on Queen 3 and King podcasts again tonight. I'll be guest hosting at 7 o'clock with the Queens. King Doc's still doing his thing in the NHL playoffs. BS3 is coming for you. I mean it. Doing big things. I love it. I love being a part of this family. No drama, no competitiveness, just believing in each other, helping each other, doing it big for each other. I love being a part of the BS3 family. I mean it when I say I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going to let Espen call and say, hey, we need you to come and do Primetime Sports Center. No. We're going to pay you 7 figures. No. Are you sure? Yes. Get off my phone. And y'all think I'm playing. I've been saying that for at least 10 years, if not longer. Look, I got some scruples left. This late stage in my life, I got about 1 or 2 scruples left. That's one of them. The intellect, you can go on over there and run that. I ain't doing it, bro. I ain't doing it. You can have me on. I'll be a guest on your show. Speaking of guests, before I get to what I teased before the break, man, I got to give love to 2 of my colleagues, Mike Patton, touring the AFC South. They call him the General. And my little sister, Kelsey Nicole Nelson, listen in with KNN. Both of them have been guests on Brother from Another Mother. I mean, man, that is big time stuff. I believe it's on NBC, the NBC network. And man, I'm so happy for both of them. In fact, Kelsey has been a recurring guest, and Mike Patton got a chance to be on with the brothers. And man, it was great to see them on the big screen. I'm so proud of them, so happy for them. I love seeing people's hard work pay off. So again, man, big shout out to Mike Patton, big shout out to Kelsey Nicole Nelson. And I mean, I love what they're doing. Hey, we coming. I know that ain't how to go. We coming for y'all. All right, let's get to the person I want to talk about. I said we talk about the King. Are you down with the King? We talk about Anthony Davis. Oh man, which Anthony Davis are you gonna get? We talk about Steph. We talk about Draymond. We need to talk more about Clay. We need to talk more about Clay. They are the Splash Brothers, not the Splash Brother and Draymond. They're the Splash Brothers. And last night, Splash Brother was not splashing. Dude only took 11 shots. 11. Steph took 30. Clay, where did he go? What happened? Was it defense? Was it just it ain't my night, so let me do other stuff? Let's just look. Last night, Klay Thompson, 3 for 11, 3 for 9 from 3, 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You cannot be that non-existent in a game that you needed to win to bring the season even, the series even, and gain home court advantage back for the higher seed team. Bruh, I'm sorry. Stephen A goes off on how Steph Curry will replace LeBron James on some proverbial Mount Rushmore if he comes back from this deficit and if he wins another chip and da-da-da-da. Boo! That's crap. Oh, yeah, Anthony Davis has got to step up and boo, that's crap. Oh, Draymond Green, da-da-da-da. Where is Clay? Where is Clay? It's not the Jackson 2, it's the Jackson 5. Where's Clay? What happened to Clay last night? Did he get shut down last night? Did the defense, did they pull a Bill Belichick and take something away that you didn't know you needed it until you needed it? Where is Clay? Clay went off a couple of games ago for a bunch. Was out there, wiggling and jiggling. You know how Clay and them do, bang, bang, bang. Oh, Keith, listen, please don't start, please. And I'm not coming at you. The power has been off. I've been frustrated. I haven't been able to work my business today. It's been a bad day, bro. I came on as quick as I could. I'm glad to be on. If I'm tweaking, I'm tweaking. But where's Clay? While I'm tweaking. Where's Klay Thompson? Why does Klay Thompson not get that business when he doesn't show up for crucial games? I get Clay will probably go off for 35. He'll be 10 for 10 from 3. Plus, 5 free throws. But where was he last night? Where was he the night before that? I mean, the game before that. Where is Clay? Why does Clay get a pass? Why does Clay get a pass? I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding that. Whatever the Lakers are doing to Klay Thompson, keep doing that. Let Steph get his. He can't beat you by himself. Draymond is Draymond. He'll probably, get technical fouled out, flagrant fouled out. But whatever they're doing to Clay, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. The Lakers have found something with Klay Thompson that whatever they're doing, whoever they've got on them, how they switch on him or whatever they're doing, they need to keep doing that. And again, he's going to be comfortable at home. He'll probably go off for 30, 35, 40 at home. But when he gets back to LA for game 6, if he gets back to LA for game 6, whatever y'all did on him in game 4 and in game 3, when y'all beat him by 30, keep doing that. All right. Jimmy Butler from Tomball High School. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat are also 1 game away from eliminating the New York Knicks. I know New York Knicks fans thought this was going to be a celebrate good time. Come on. It is so good to see the Knicks back in the playoffs. I feel like the playoffs are better when the Knicks and Celtics and Lakers are in it. I do. Call me old school, call me old head, whatever. I just like it when they're there. Now we just got to get the Bulls back at it. Where the Bulls at? But anyway, the Knicks, good God. Is Jimmy Butler the Knicks' kryptonite? Is Jimmy Butler the Knicks' kryptonite? Because the dude's playing on 2 rolled ankles, not 2 different rolled ankles, the same ankle rolled twice, and he's still balling. And the players for the Miami Heat are feeding off of his energy because you got guys that are stepping up in ways that, they do step up like this in the playoff time, but they're doing it in a more consistent way than they've done it before. Last night, the Miami Heat 109-101 over the New York Knicks. And Miami, Jimmy Butler did his thing, 27, 6, and 10. But Bam Adebayo, man, 23 and 13. Strus, 16. And then off the bench, you got 15 from Lowry and 10 from Martin, who is coming into his own. They're doing this without Tyler Hero. Lowry ain't 100. They're doing this. It's I can't say it's just sheer will, because it's not. Because they're dominating the Knicks. Are they that much better than the Knicks? Do we need to start calling Miami the playoff team? Because come playoff time, they different. They just built different come playoff time. I like it. I think they're going to wrap New York Knicks up. Game 5 in New York, I think they're going to wrap them up. I think it's going to be a 4-1 series. I really do. Especially if New York Knicks' guard is out, is injured. Because again, he had a little bit of a turn of the Brunson. He had a little turn of the ankle, and again, once that ankle sits and gets a little cool, it's different than playing on it when you're in the game. All right, so I got the Lakers going to 6. I've got the Knicks going to 5. Take a break, come back. I'll tell you about the other games tonight, and then we'll talk a little bit about some other stuff. We'll do all that next, right here on the lunch break. Powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Of course, Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez, and it's caught. Deebo Samuel with the catch.
Michael Jordan can sense
the throw just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. And I got sucky internet today. I mean, the storms have gone through here and seem to be sitting down on my area because the internet has sucked. The lights just came back on probably about 30 minutes ago. So it's been one of them days. But I got to give some love to the Philadelphia 76ers, man. James Harden, I can't say what I want to say. James Harden said, Coach ain't never sent me no gospel Christian song in his life. And I look up and there is You Know My Name by Tasha Cobb Leonard. I'm like, what? That's my jam. What are you talking about? Coach ain't never sent you that before? James said, and because I listened to the whole song, it's like, man, maybe something good will happen if I listen to this whole song. Oh, he only went off for 40 plus and hit the game-winning 3 in overtime against Boston. Series now tied at 2 each. Let me tell you something. I believe Boston is going to win the series. I believe that. I just call me crazy, call me old head, whatever. I believe Boston is going to win the series. But I won't be mad at all if Doc, Joel, James, and Maxie Nim pull off that win. I won't be Tobias Harris with his quad. I won't be mad at all. And it can happen. It can happen. Boston could be the better team and still lose the series. Man, I tell you what, James Harden, y'all better quit talking about what he did when he was in Houston in the playoffs, because that ain't him. That dude has found something else, and he is on it. So, hey, Doc, look, I got a whole list of gospel songs. If you want to send him one before every game for the rest of the series, I got them for you. Get at him. Get at him. So anyway, I got Boston winning this next game tonight. That was going to tip off at 6:30. It's going to tip off at 6:30. But I won't be mad if Philly wins it on the road. Then Phoenix pulled even with Denver, doing it without CP3, doing it by committee. But man, Devin Booker is in a groove, to the point where Stephen A. Smith wants to call him the light-skinned Mamba. Let's calm down. Let's relax a little bit. Let's take a deep breath and stop with these just overly dramatic title-giving, name-giving, whatever. I mean, I know that Devin Booker and Kobe had a close relationship, and that Kobe shared some things with Devin that has him, literally change his whole game. But come on, Stephen A. Come on. I mean, bro, I give you a lot of credit, man. You are a trailblazer in the industry, man. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for you and others, man. Come on. Don't mess it up with all that melodrama, man. I'm with Willie. Stop it. Devin Booker is Devin Booker. Has he been motivated by Kobe? Has he kind of patterned some of his game after Kobe? I think more than anything, it's the mentality. He just refuses to quit. He refuses to quit. And when it ain't happening from the outside, he'll take that thing mid-range, which I love, and then he'll take that thing inside. And, oh, yeah, by the way, he plays some pretty damn good defense. So, again, I love that Phoenix is giving it to the Denver Nuggets, who, again, everybody said, don't worry about Denver. Denver is legit, man. Denver is legit. And I'm also glad that a whole lot wasn't made of Joker and the owner of the Phoenix Suns. I'm glad that the owner came out and said he shouldn't be suspended, don't want to win like this, that kind of thing. All right. So again, I've got Denver tonight. I've got Boston tonight, but I won't be mad if either of those go in a different way. All right. So that's really all I got. I don't want to just bring up stuff to just bring up stuff. That's really all I got. I'm ready for the NFL schedule. I want to see what it looks like when it comes out. Baseball, man, Tampa Rays are still doing their thing. Astros, they'll be there in the end. Right now, they're dealing with major injuries in their pitching staff, their starters, and in their lineup with Jose Altuve being out. They just got Michael Brantley back. I think he's going to play for the first time tonight. Chase McCormick, we call him Chaz here. Chas McCormick was back in the lineup last night. He clearly wasn't himself. So, again, I think baseball, we got a long way to go before we get into that. Football, let's see what's happening. Oh, yeah, I do want to bring up in college baseball, Alabama's baseball coach got let go. Gambling. The same Alabama where the basketball coach was all about, hey, wrong place, wrong time. And I'll kind of leave Nick Saban alone, but not really. He likes to talk about everybody else's program but his. You got dog walked again and heading to the quote unquote championship. Dog walk, left out. So Alabama needs to look at its own house before it starts talking about everybody else's house, because I know Nick and Jimbo about to start going at it again. But, man, what's happening up in Iowa? Iowa has some players, former and current, and some other folks involved in gambling. Listen, we just had 6 NFL players suspended from various lengths for gambling. I told y'all when DraftKings came out and all these other gambling, one of the major sponsors of the NFL gambling, I said, all right. I was at Tulane University when they got rid of the basketball program for a couple of years. Dr. Eamon Kelly said, no, we're not doing this. Gambling, point shaving, gambling. I'm telling you, man, keep an eye on it. Those two schools aren't the first, and they will not be the last. All right, so as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. Nothing you can do about it. Big shout out to Central State. What's happening up there, Central State? Let's see y'all make some noise this year. All right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow, Winning Wednesday. Tune in. Find out how you can win $500 cash on the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. Hey, here's James Jeter talking about how he went 5.
My name is James Jeter, and I won $500 on the Lunch Break with the Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge.
Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. Number 1. In the Texas state government, a Republican bill will allow the Texas Secretary of State to overturn election results in counties with populations greater than 2.7 million people if the bill is signed into law. The bill only requires the state Secretary of State to believe, not prove, that election discrepancies occurred. For all intents and purposes, this will single out Harris County, which encompasses Houston, an area that has trended blue or Democratic in recent years and where a number of Republicans sued over their midterm losses and called for new elections last year. Number 2. Monday marked the start of National Teacher Appreciation Week, and ironically, schools across the country are struggling to find teachers to hire. Researchers say shortages are most extreme in certain areas, including the poorest or most rural districts, with districts also reporting particular difficulties in hiring for in-demand subjects like special education, math, and science. According to teachers interviewed by the Associated Press, a mere pay increase won't bring in fresh results because teachers have difficulty taking days off, getting substitutes, and spending far too long on paperwork, which siphons the joy out of teaching. Number 3. When it comes to being healthy and fit, working out is only a part of that solution. But there are some common mistakes that people make after a good workout that may negate all of the work they just put in. The What You Need to Know newsletter has a list of post-workout mistakes that can keep you from seeing the results that you so want. Number 4, 8th grader Sidney Rousey Jr., the only black student in his class at Gunston Middle School in Arlington, Virginia, was forced by his substitute teacher to play a game that involved picking cotton. The game required participants to Vaseline their noses and bob for cotton balls, one at a time. And according to a demand letter from the family, no one volunteered to participate, and all the students turned their attention to Sidney, where he was coerced into participating out of fear. Sidney has since been pulled from that class to learn independently, and his family says he's been ostracized and isolated at no fault of his own, and that this is not the first instance of racist behavior within that school system. Number 5, the American Heart Association is committed and passionate about making a health impact in communities by providing entrepreneurs with equitable access to resources and funding. The Empowered to Serve Business Accelerator allows entrepreneurs, businesses, and nonprofit organizations making a health impact in U.S. communities to share their innovative concepts and provides access to valuable and actionable knowledge, as well as funding for these entrepreneurs to achieve success and sustainability. Now's your chance to apply for an opportunity to receive funding and training to increase your impact on closing the gaps that exist in health equity by going to the What You Need to Know newsletter to apply for that grant. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. A healthy mental state requires desire and intention. Sign me up. Join me today, live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, with comedian extraordinaire Damon Williams, producer Ahmed Gordon, and contributor Cameron Riley, as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, the American Heart Association and Black Health Matters. I'm Sybil Wilkes. Be informed, be empowered.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.